This would be like on a Lifetime movie where you're targeted and people want your life and take your mail and leave you out in the cold as a homeless woman on the curb somewhere. And she didn't deserve it. She's an innocent woman, and people who she trusted, people who sat in high authority positions, who look over the sheep. Scum. Disgusting. How people will know what's going on, but they don't think of conspiracy to a crime. Doesn't matter if I don't say anything, I look the other way. They ain't gonna make it. All of this time I've been out here working and not knowing. How could this happen to me? What did I do wrong? Couldn't remember something, so much was thrown on you. But then I remember at the dinner parties, I was eating food and I became sick. Then I remember the quietness that came about when I came in the room. And then I remember the stack of mail that was left at my door to let me know somebody didn't want that portion. They were looking for a particular letter. And then I tried to use my identification and it said my number was wrong. It was invalid. And then I went to get something from a friend and someone else's name came up in the Western Union under my name of the ID. And I said, Lord, is this why you told me not to say anything? Because there's a paper trail and these are high officials and no one's going to believe you? All this time, I've been loving the Lord and growing and becoming, only to find out that God has some evil, wicked children who actually even went as far as surgery to try to look like me, who's impersonating me in the world. How much do you hate yourself? That's the question you should ask. How much do you hate yourself that you want to be like somebody else? And then, what was your plan? Sit around dinner and say she's deceased? Planning my funeral with that brown casket? I'm not going to give up on myself. To lose my family? Somebody who didn't bother anyone. I guess that's the perfect target, because you're going to tell who? I'm going to tell God how he should make certain that you all get everything that you wanted for me. You deserve it. And you all should be planning your own funerals now. I told you the tables would turn. I just didn't know who would be sitting at it. And how I supposed to not love the world that I live in because there's a few of you out there. There's a beautiful sun that comes up in the morning. There's a beautiful moon that follows through different crescents and eclipses and fullness. There's a heart that beats in my vessel. There's 3 children at home. Oh, in the hotel now. Where I always provided for them because I never wanted them to have this kind of life that I had. And I worked hard to put them where they were, only to have people in high places energetically, spiritually, physically jump me. But there is a God who sits high and he looks low at you peasants. I got things to do and a world to be in. And if you want to send my mail back to my P.O. box or back to my sister's house or tell my sister that I'm still alive and she can't have my soul or my auntie, that are truly not my family, and that extra group. You didn't care about your own friends. You lied to your own friends that were your friends for years. They probably don't want to be your friend anymore. They can't trust you. Look how dirty you all are. Look how far you all go for money. And what were you going to do? Rejoice on my death date? The last breath? And go collect the funds as my husband? And say my wife is deceased? Have a funeral for me? I seen it all playing out. And collect the insurance policy money too. Well, one of them ran out, but did you guys get a new one? 'Cause this has been 5 years. You will suffer the curse on your lives for 5 years for coming against a chosen woman of God, a seraphim, angel on earth, in human form, to do the will of God. And ask yourself this: who sent her? Did we send out flyers for that person anyway? I said this before. Be mindful. Your brains aren't too big, are they? On thinking. I hear the police coming for some. Tragedy, accidents coming for some. Jail time coming for others. And you all will be called out on the national news. Not local, national. This has been going on for a long time. There's a lot of souls who will be rejoicing. No, we're not going for that dark magic, entity possessed stuff. I couldn't use it. I couldn't use magic as an issue for myself. I didn't do a crime against you. So you don't get to use your crazy with entities or something or another. No, I couldn't use it. But you committed crimes against me. Fraud, embezzlement, impersonation, harassment, amendments, violation. Treated me like I was scum. Especially when I was in your apartment building that I thought was safe and a great place. No, many people have passed away in that same place. God is so good. I won't be safe until you all are where you're supposed to be. I know that. Not totally. But if you come nigh near me, your days will be numbered, as many as are numbered now. Sick beds, I know you all are on sick beds. And you're cursed until your last breath for touching an angel. And you will be suffering. Was it really worth it? And if I wasn't a worker for God, what gives you the right to do such thing for your life to be better? You're passing around, you're not trauma bonding, you're karma drum. Like dropping your burdens on other people. And then trying to cash out on them as well. Self-destruct yourself. I didn't have anything to do with it. Forgive what? I didn't do anything to you. You probably want to come apologize to me, but I don't do those. Mean what you say and say what you mean. You meant what you did, and you're mad I'm still alive. Sorry that your plan didn't work for 5 whole years. Didn't you know something's wrong? She's God's man.